Here's what you need to make 1 large or 2 small cakes. 7 ounces, 200 grams of butter, 4 ounces, 115 grams of sugar, 3 large eggs, 12 fluid ounces of sour cream or natural plain yogurt, 10 ounces, 250 grams of self-raising flour, a teaspoon each of bicarbonate of soda and baking powder, and for the topping, 2 ounces, 50 grams of sugar and 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I'm starting by lining 2 small tins with baking paper. Press it in and you'll no need to use oil. Now I'm beginning with the butter, which has to be soft. I'm adding the sugar. There's no way you can make a cake with firm, hard butter. The next thing to do is to whisk up 3 eggs and put that on top of the mixture, and then sour cream or yogurt. You can choose whichever you like, but make sure that it's thick. Then you start to beat everything together. Now comes the self-raising flour, but you're also going to add a teaspoon each of baking powder and bicarbonate of soda. This helps to make it rise. You can see that I've strained it through a strainer, and now I'm going to beat it up till it's nice and smooth. The next step is to divide the mixture into 2 even parts, and I've done this by using a weighing machine and 2 bowls of exactly the same size so that they do weigh the same. Now here are the 2 flavourings. The first one is cinnamon. It's just ground cinnamon mixed with sugar. The other one, sorry that it looks the same colour, they're both brown, is cocoa, and that's going to make chocolate. So I've mashed it well so there are no lumps. What you're going to do next is to swirl one of these into each of the mixtures. I've put it into a flatter bowl to make it easier. And now I'm just sprinkling about 2/3 of the cinnamon mixture into the cake mixture, and then I'm going to use the rest to put on the top. So then it's ready to spoon into the tin. Not very easy, you have to be careful you don't get it all over the paper. And when it's in, you just want to spread it onto each side so that the top is completely level. You don't want sort of great piles at one end and nothing at the other. You can bang it on the table just to make sure that it's firmly in. Then sprinkle over the rest of the cinnamon sugar and it's ready. Now I've done the same thing with the chocolate one, and I've made that one ready as well. And I'm going to finish off just putting the last bit of chocolate on top of the second one. Now you're going to wonder, how am I going to tell the difference between these two? And the thing is, you're going to have to identify it in some way, because as I say, they're both brown. So I'm just going to put some tiny little pieces of hazelnut chocolate into this one, and so it'll be quite clear which one is which. Before I put the cakes in the oven, I want to tell you what I mean by small cake tins. This one measures 8 inches or 20 centimetres long, and in liquid measurements it's 600 mils or 25 fluid ounces. They're going to go into an oven which is 180 centigrade, 350 Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. The cakes are done when they're brown on the top and well risen. Don't worry about some little cracks. To test if it's completely cooked, push in a cocktail stick. Now cocktail sticks are a bit short, so what might be more useful is a strand of raw spaghetti. If it comes out dry, the cake is completely cooked. The cakes will keep for a few days, but if you want to freeze them, the best thing to do is to slice them up and put little pieces of paper in between each one. Here's the finished cinnamon one. You may notice that I've sprinkled a bit of icing over the top of it. All you need to do is to take about 3 dessertspoons of icing sugar, mix it to a smooth paste with about a teaspoon of water and drizzle it over. I hope you like the cake I've just shown you. There's quite a bit of detail because, unlike with savoury things where you can add or subtract an ingredient or two and it won't matter much, with baking you really do need to be precise. The name of the recipe has changed. It used to be called sour cream coffee cake, but since I've used thick Greek yogurt instead and I'm not having it with coffee, I thought I'm allowed to do it, just change the name. Whatever it's called, I really hope you like it and feel like giving it a go. If you do, please tell your friends. You may even want to subscribe by pressing the button. But if you want to contact me about anything at all, you can always find me through my website, The Armchair Kitchen.